Tom Mason. 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 Tom Mason.
Where da ba ba dum, doo da 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 da, blue da da da. Hello, welcome to the Mind of Tom Mason. I'm your host, Tom Mason. It's the Mind of Tom Mason.
It's the mind of Tom Mason.
That's where the music should begin. Today's video is a new series where I name a celebrity and do whatever I like. So, today's celebrity is Alex Horne. We are going to be showing you clips, bits, but... Oh, sorry, I'm trying to make this more crazy. Woo! We'll be doing all sorts, so showing clips from TV, radio, YouTube videos, so interviews he's done, from my interviews to other people's interviews, to radio interviews, to interviews he's done online, to Taskmaster clips, to the button, the Horne section, whatever, anything I can find on Alex will be in this video. Might be a longer video than you expected, but enjoy it. And then the next one will be on Tim Key. But I just have to find the resource for that. I've got a resource for Alex. But yeah, enjoy the video. Thank you.
Do you want me to do a Justin Timberlake style beatbox? 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 Can you do that? Beatbox? Beatbox? Timberlake style beatbox? 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 Can you do that? Beatbox? Timberlake style beatbox? Beatbox?
You'll feel me, baby, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Right. Good. Right. Did you enjoy that? Good. You don't know what's real and what's not real now, do you? Is this real? Is this real?
Is this real?
Hello? 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 Tom? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Thomas.
My old friend, I've come to talk with you again. Because
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you. But
if I was a sculptor, but then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like,
Tom, do you want me to do a Justin Timberlake style beatbox? 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 Can you do that? Box? Box? Timberlake style box? Box? Beatbox? Can you do that? Box? Timberlake style box? Box? That's it for me, thank you very much. So Ben,
Yeah.
give me some disco drums.
Okay, when?
They're on the signal, we talked about this.
I can't see the signal. I can't see you.
You too high?
Yeah. I think that's the problem.
Is there anything we can do about that, Ben?
Not really. Not now
Could you
you've
be,
built
could
this.
you be lower?
I could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Could have
I
been.
could have been.
I could have
I
been.
should have been.
Should have been.
I should have been lower. I'm going to jump, Ben.
Okay. Have you jumped?
New guy. Funny guy. Ben, give me some disco drums. Okay, so this is a true tale of life on the road. Ever wondered what it's like to be in a band? This is what it's like to be in a band. This happened late at night, far from home, 9:15 p.m. on the A41 near Berkhamsted. We were travelling just over 50 miles per hour, and then this happened!
Is it the police? Is it the pigs?
Is it the cops? Is it the narcs?
Is it the boys in blue?
Is it the feds?
Is it the 5-0? Is it the fuzz?
Is it Bergerac? Is it the scum?
Is it Morse?
Is it the filth?
No! It's the highway maintenance vehicle! I know. Absolute nightmare.
It is orange.
Is everyone having a nice time? And that's one of the longest silences I've ever had on stage.
Joe, Noel, and Lolly. We've got like Joe, Noel, and Lolly. But I was going to say Joe, no, and Lo, but it didn't work because Lolly's pronounced. But it looks like Joe, no, and Lo, but it didn't sound like it.
Have you had a stroke, mate?
Okay, okay, it's very late at night. It's 1:45 in the morning, and I have to whisper because my wife is asleep. This is what Second Life can do to you. And I've got good news and slightly bollo news. The bollo news is that another comedian is planning to do a gig in Second Life. Scream at the lock in a Welsh accent until it gives up out of fear. I can't do any accents. I can do loud or quiet. Those are my options.
Right, here we are.
Hello again.
The Taskmaster cow.
Linda.
Linda, I didn't actually know that. It's a great bit of Taskmaster trivia.
Yeah. Christened after Ryland Clark Neal's mum.
Oh,
Linda.
lovely.
Yeah.
Alex, this is the first compliment of the 531. It's the 3 is the 3 compliments. Some people find it uncomfortable. I hope you won't. And what I'm going to do here is something absolutely unprecedented, because this is going to be a compliment that leads into a question. I've never attempted this before. It's a special one just for you.
Okay.
So, my compliment is, you've created 2, and probably others as well, but 2 personas for Alex Horne. There's the one on Taskmaster, who is bullied and sort of a little bit quiet and
very efficient.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the one for your band, the Horne section, who actually, in a way, sometimes has similar traits to Greg Davis himself. Where sometimes you do a bit of bullying yourself. You're very ebullient. You're very outgoing and extroverted.
Yes.
You know, you quite often are quite rude to the pianist. Well, you probably deserved it.
Yeah.
So I love both those personas, and I love the fact that there's seem to be elements of you in both. So that's the compliment. And my question is, do you feel closer to one or the other, or do you relate more to one or the other?
It's a great question, and I've not thought of it like that at all, but you're right, there's a food chain, isn't there, with Greg at the top and then me and then the band. So I'm either being eaten or I'm eating a little bit. I think the one with Greg is less relatable, because in real life people don't bully me anymore. And they never did really, so I don't think that's... I really enjoy being a little boy next to him.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy being a statistician as well.
Yeah.
Some of it is very close to me, but it's difficult, because actually the like you say, the slightly showman-like front man of the Horne section. I mean, it's barely a front man. I can't sing, and I've seen proper front men, but I'm definitely in charge of those other musicians. That is how I am with them in rehearsals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, I suppose you have to be. You got to keep them in line.
Yeah, and that doesn't change much when I put the suit on. So I think I am closer to the front man of the Horne section, but equally that's an aspect of my character which is really not the same
when I go to a dinner party or something.
Right.
I'm not a show-off.
No.
Until I'm in that role. So I think it's even. I think it's even.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Also, so the real Alex Horne is somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, probably the most boring aspects of both of them. Just admin. What do I do in the Horne section? Controlling.
Yeah,
controlling admin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that count as an answer?
It's a lovely answer.
Okay.
I've always wanted to know. Thanks. Right, well.
I might go with you actually.
Yeah, this way?
Yeah. Cool. Fun, isn't it? This is Santa. Santa died 6 years ago.
Hello everyone, Donal here. Now our guest camera person today is Holly Pearson. Alex, we've just seen your show called The Horne Section.
We are the Horne Section. That's the name of the show. We are the Horne Section.
On at the Lyric Theatre on Shaftesbury Avenue. So can you just let us know what is the format of the show?
Well,
it's music
and comedy equals Horne.
My surname is Horne. That's a good name. The Horne Section.
It is orange.
These ones, they play the horn, so it's a pun. The Horne Section. That one's a trumpet. Lovely, trumpet. Very nice. The other one's a saxophone. The Horne Section. Oh, that's nice.
I'm the MC. There's 5 very talented men, so they play the little instruments.
This is Santa. Santa died 6 years ago.
Joe's the pianist.
The pianist. I play.
Off you go. And then we get nice comics on to do their stuff, but with musical accompaniment.
Okay, well the way it works is we've invited 5 of the performers that we've seen that we love the most, and we want to see them have fun with the band, so we don't know quite what's going to happen.
Tim Key appeared in your show today. He got quite aggressive in today's show.
You play the Eternal Flame. Just a question? No, just a question. Amazing guys.
If you can let it out here, and there is security, and you know.
Well, I noticed when he came on stage, more security people came out.
The end of a football match, isn't it? All the people in the yellow. Just
They
to
did.
keep the fans apart.
Last thing, jazz isn't
Dead.
Jazz isn't very
dead.
funny.
Oh yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
So, Alex, you claim you can throw a fruit pastel into, what, the bell of a trumpet from 10
Yeah, not
feet?
the mouthpiece, no, the bell.
Yeah. How did you first discover this extraordinary talent?
It is extraordinary. I've got a band, I've got my own band who I perform with. They're called the Horne Section. Oh, they're so good. But sometimes I find the music quite tedious. So rehearsal, I started lobbing fruit pastels at the trumpeter because I sort of saw the circle and the bloke, it looked like a target. And everyone went in, and I've never missed.
You've never missed?
I'm like just a ninja. I can't
Well, you
miss.
get it on the first try every time?
Every time. I've never missed.
All right, you're setting yourself up for a bit of a fall here. Well, Alex, it's time to see your hidden talent in action. If you would like to make your way with me over there to the bit over there. Okay, so you're going to stand there, please, Alex, and this man is...
Joe, this is Joe, my oldest friend.
OK, Alex, I was going to offer you 3 attempts, but if you can say you can do it on the first attempt...
Never missed.
Okie dokie. He's going to land a sweet into the bell of that there trumpet. OK. In 1. It didn't go in.
First miss.
The first ever miss,
Out of
really?
about 1,000. OK,
All right.
Let's go again.
In 2.
Closer, wasn't it? A bit closer.
Sometimes when I go into the lavatory, if someone else walks in, I can't pee. This is like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing is putting me off.
Yeah,
and I think
yeah,
it's very breezy.
Yeah, very breezy, very strong winds.
Very strong.
All right, we'll give you another go.
OK.
In 3.
No! I just smashed it.
Don't pick it up off the floor!
I'm angry with myself that time.
All right, here we go.
He's sort of waving all over the place.
All right.
He's playing me. Is he? Right.
5.
Do you want a wicket keeper?
Yeah, okay. Good idea. All right. Shall I chalk it?
Yeah, you should. Come on.
All right, here we go.
You all right?
You can do it. Yeah. Let's get... Whatever one it is.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. All right. We've come this far, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Come on.
You can do it.
Never missed. I've never missed.
Here we go.
The thing is, what happens now, because of the angle and the speed that I throw in, the fruit pasta will now be travelling around the trumpet, if you may. It's all steamed up, and it will be travelling around there. It will go through the little keys.
Right.
That should now be in the trumpeter's mouth, and if you he should just be able to...
Alex Horne, make your way back to the sofa!
Greg.
Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Stop it.
Yes. Everything's fine.
If somebody served this to you, you would not remain in contact with them.
I've served it to you.
So it ends. Hello. Okay, so I'm now here in Cornwall, and I've got my hour's holiday. But more importantly than that, it's day 10 of the Taskmaster Top 10 Moments. Yes, we nearly made it. Last night, it was the greatest moment of my life when Lisa Tarbuck made me sit on a cake, and I enjoyed it, despite myself, and everything changed. But tonight, what will it be? Tune in, 9 PM on Dave to find out. I love the seaside. Shush!
Oh, hello. You enjoying the video? I don't know why I've gone all northern all of a sudden. Well, I am. And so if you see, look at me phone, I reading this important message that I've been given. It's very, very important. Have you seen how long the video is? Look. If I look at the bottom here, where the bar is, have you seen how long the video is? Yes. Wow. It is a very long video. So, what I've decided is the next few clips will be the last few clips. So you can go and enjoy that cold soup. Yes, you, the one that wanted to eat that soup after this video, but then this video has been so long, you'll not be able to. So the next few clips will be the last few clips, and then you can enjoy that bowl of soup. So, are you enjoying this madness of Alex Horne? Well, let's give a round of applause to Alex Horne Life on Twitter. They have provided me 99% of the clips. So, enjoy the rest of the video. I'll go that way.
On the good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop.
Hello.
Bonbon.
I'm Alex Horne. And if you're watching this, it's probably because you've just heard my humiliating defeat at the hands of comedy's most respected gambler, Tim Feckless Fitzhyam, on BBC Radio 4. If not, well, you're in for a treat anyway, as I keep up my end of the bargain by making my tap dancing debut in the BBC Radio Theatre. I think the shoes are broken. I think they're broken. They're not working. There's a damage. I'm Alex Horne, a professional freelance sports archaeologist, and I've discovered some forgotten sports, some sports that have been lost, abandoned down the back of the sporting sofa. So I've undertaken to play these sports again, and if possible, to encourage others to do the same. Ever since my first car race, sporty competition has driven my life. Mostly against my brothers, Chip and Matt. As we tried every sport, they filled the house with trophies. I got one. I'm not bitter, but it did give me the thirst for new, different games. Games like sports-related hat-making and hovering ball watching. I'm a bit older and hairier now, but still as sports mad. And when I discovered extinct sports, called things like the quintain and the jingling match, I just had to try them. So I will. But it was an advert in a newspaper from 1794 that blew me away. A very singular game of cricket will be played on Tuesday, the 6th of May, in Linstead Park, between the Gentlemen of the Hill and the Gentlemen of the Dale, for 1 guinea a man. The whole to be performed on horseback. Yes, cricket, but on horseback. An amazing idea. Unfortunately, that advert is pretty much all we now know about the game. There are no clues as to how it was actually played. So that's what I'd need to figure out. That was my mission. Welcome back, households!
Hey!
Hey, Button!
Hi, Button!
Hello, and yes, I am the Button.
How are you today?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm literally buzzing, because today I'm back in your living rooms, ready to play another game of skill, strategy, intrigue, and intellect.
Oh.
I know. So, last week, in a dramatic reversal of fortunes, the McCullochs won and left the competition with £10,000.
No way! I cannot believe it!
No one could. But it does mean this week we get to meet a brand new family.
Woo!
Classic Garstons. So let's get straight to Watford to meet them. It's the Mohammeds. Oh, there's a lot of you. Are you all looking forward to seeing your rivals in action?
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them, yes.
They might be a bit more complacent because they have been playing for a while.
Yes, they might be, because you and my 4 other families are going to tackle 5 challenges at precisely the same time.
We'll begin with Alex Horne. Alex got his first big break in comedy after he won a Christmas cracker joke writing competition, which is actually harder than you'd think. Coming up with a joke that can make young children, teenagers, parents and grandparents all sit in solemn, mirthless silence. Alex, your subject is the Romans, described by my encyclopedia as a civilization founded around the 9th century BC that grew out of the city-state of Rome and which came to dominate Western Europe for over 1,000 years. Off you go, Alex. Fingers on buzzers, the rest of you.
Despite their reputation, the ancient Romans only ever invented one thing. They invented dogs. That's all we have to thank them for. Dogs and sausages. They loved a good barbecue, the ancient Romans. Thank you.
Penny.
They did love a good barbecue, the old Romans.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No. The word and tradition of barbecuing appears to have derived from the Americas.
No way.
No. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. This is what I've got written down on a printed out piece of paper in front of me. And I think if you can think of a higher authority than that, then I'd like to know what it is.
Sausages and wine. That was their choice combination. Sausages and wine.
Henning.
Spot on. Sausages and wine. That's what they were having at their barbecues.
Look, I'm sure they had sausages and wine at some point, but that wasn't their choice combination. Apparently, the thing they liked most was fish sauce.
That's not true.
You've got to accept me as the authority here.
The show is going to fall down if you refuse to accept that fact exists.
Yeah. These things have literally been Googled, so... Alex.
So the thing they liked most was sausages, wine, and toast. Sausages, wine, and toast. The idea of toasting actually comes from the Roman practice of dipping their toast in their wine before drinking it, in much the same way as we dip our digestive biscuits in our tea and our soup. They were fun. They were fun people, but they were picky. Very picky, the Romans. No Roman ever eat... Sorry, I'll say that in a sort of better tense. No Roman ever ate beef. But...
do you think the past tense is a better tense than the present tense?
Always. Otherwise you have to be talking about the thing you're doing now.
I read history at university, but I still find that very sad. I think you need to live in the now and
you
embrace
can't always
the present
talk
tense.
about the thing you're doing, though, can you?
No, I mean, obviously there are some times when the past tense is more appropriate, but not better, not objectively better, to be talking about what has gone before rather than what is happening now or what may happen in the future.
I'll change it. No Roman ever eats beef.
No, I mean, obviously it's the wrong tense to use. I mean, I'm not... I'm just taking...
I think the tenses, they do really help to order things.
I was terrified the Boer War was going on until someone explained tenses to me.
No, but you're absolutely right, Henning. The point about a tense is you need the appropriate tense for the meaning you're trying to convey. But it's like you don't have a favourite tense.
Future perfect.
It's like when people say, what's your favourite word? And people say, oh, I like cauliflower. It's a wonderful word. But it's only a wonderful word if you need to express something about a cauliflower. Otherwise, it's no bloody good at all.
No Roman will have eaten beef.
I'm just trying to look after your state of mental health.
Cows were seen as the most frightening of all animals, far too scary to eat, in much the same way as we are too scared of lions to eat them.
Mark?
I think that could be true, because the Romans used to fight lions and stuff, so they obviously had a peculiar relationship with what animals actually were scary. So maybe they were scared of cows.
They weren't scared of cows. I think they were scared of lions. Do you think that they thought lions were an easy animal to fight?
I assumed that the gladiators went in thinking this should be a breeze. Yeah.
Right. They'll say, oh, we'll barbecue that later on.
The 120-year-old Julius Caesar was terrified of cows and surrounded Rome with a 5-kilometre no-cow zone.
Rasheen?
I think that's true.
Which part of it?
I think he let no cows into Rome.
It's the other bit that was true. Julius Caesar, one Roman, was terrified of cattle because he was terrified of the now extinct massive auroch cattle, which was 6 foot 6 inches at the shoulder, apparently.
Oh, I think if you said that, we might have got that.
Yeah, well...
I implied it.
It's a fiendish game.